Chip.
What's up, my babies? ZackScott here with Peter Coffin on the line. What's up, Peter?
Hey, what's up?
I don't know how to follow up yesterday's episode where I gave away the server and all the stuff that people have made on the server. It was pretty popular in terms of the comments, and I spent a lot of effort going around yesterday just cleaning up little things like creeper holes and kind of trying to flesh out the top part of the Welcome Center, which is still like under construction. So it might be until episode 300 until the Welcome Center is like completely done. But so yeah, now like today I'm kind of exhausted. I don't know what to do in Minecraft. I feel like I got to start a new project. I know I talked about doing the power plant. I haven't got around to it yet. But one thing I noticed, especially from people's comments, is that there are a few surprises that various players have posted all around the server. So for those of you who are adventuresome, go check it out. Like, this is not very much of a surprise. It's just a flaming penis very close to spawn. I don't remember if I saw that before or after I made the map yesterday. There was also, apparently by my house, that horse, the Trojan horse with TNT is still there somehow. I don't know if it was rebuilt or what. And then also there's a flaming penis above my house too. So
There's pretty much just flaming penises everywhere.
yeah,
Like that's the point of Minecraft. We figured out here.
It is.
Oh my god, I'm getting attacked by a spider.
Oh, I'll help you, Peter.
No, it's all right.
No, I'll be there. Just give me some time.
I killed him.
Oh,
already.
congratulations. What kind of room are we in now, Peter?
Oh, this is the beginning of a restaurant.
Ooh.
Here, come on out. It's
I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a Japanese restaurant and have
Oh, that looks cool.
Thank you. It's going to have a second floor, which will be a dojo as well.
Restaurant/dojo.
Yeah. Well, see, I didn't want to make more than one building that looked like this.
Yeah.
Because thus far, there are no two identical like even semi-identical buildings in Coffinshire.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to make two of them, and I had in my community planning building.
Yeah.
It's just where I post my ideas on signs in there, basically, so I don't forget them.
Is this the government building or?
No, the government building has a portal to the Nether now, and that altar. I'm just basically I made this building
Community planning, just so you could. This looks like a public library.
Well, it's even more barren.
Oh, public library. Oh, I did not see that. I swear to God.
Yeah. Well, that was the idea, and then I had the karate dojo, and then I had restaurant of some kind. I had people say, "Why don't you make a restaurant/karate dojo?"
That is very smart.
So I thought I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone and do that.
Well, that's
Of course, it won't be the only restaurant in Coffinshire.
Yeah, you gotta have a
but-
McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. People have been pestering me for a McDonald's real bad. Actually, like a lot of people have been saying, "Peter, build a McDonald's," which doesn't make sense to me.
Everyone loves McDonald's. Da 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 da. This episode of Minecraft.
You are legally obliged to disclose any financial exchange for mentioning of products or services.
Oh man, I wish.
So do I.
I love McDonald's so much. Da, da, da,
I
da,
love
da.
their breakfast and their coffee.
I don't know about their coffee. I'm not a huge coffee person, but
I am.
Their bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits.
Yeah, that's what I go and get to.
Oh my gosh.
There's something like wrong with the person who doesn't understand why that's amazing.
You should just make a giant bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. That would be so delicious.
Yes. like a Whopper-sized bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Yes, that you're crossing two restaurants together though. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, but the Whopper is a big sandwich, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
There isn't really... The sandwiches at McDonald's are not particularly large in comparison to the sandwiches at Burger King.
That's true. That's true. Especially if you start going to the value menu with like the double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
It's a good cheeseburger for what it is. Although when I think of McDonald's, I don't think of their sandwiches as burgers.
Yeah.
Which is
here's something it sucks. For some reason, I have had a lot more monsters spawning in Coffinshire lately. I don't know why.
More torches.
I've torched the living crap out of this place.
Well, where did that one come from? Did it come from on top of your dojo?
It literally spawned right in front of me as I was standing here. It spawned next to that the left fire in front of the.
That's weird.
I don't know. Like, there's plenty of light there. I don't understand why it spawned there. And then also in here, a moment ago, I was attacked by a spider. It was in here. It spawned in here.
That is weird.
Which I don't understand because it's fully lit in here.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't know. It could have been spawned outside because the walls aren't completely closed. But it was in here when I walked in here.
And there's a skeleton up here. The roof needs to be lit, Peter.
Oh.
Maybe that's where he came from.
That's probably where they came from. I was in the middle of doing that,
there's
though.
Water up here.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I see.
It's for that fountain there.
That is crazy. You're actually a really good Minecraft architect.
Thank you. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just do whatever. I don't plan anything, though.
I guess you have a lot of small projects, like numerous small projects that form like one large town.
Yeah, that's the idea. I don't really want to do something that's massive in scale because I feel like I will not do it.
Yeah. That's kind of like when I said I was going to build the power plant. I started trying to find a place for it that was
these stupid
near. I couldn't find a place like close enough that I really, really wanted that had a lot of land. And then I was thinking like, man, a power plant's going to have to be huge. And I got to like, and then I started finding myself researching like nuclear power plants online. And I'm probably on a terrorist watch list now.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Like, there's a good chance that you're on a no-fly list, or at very least.
Yeah, which should be fine with me. I don't like flying.
I do like flying compared to driving across the country.
You mean in an airplane?
Well, yeah. Driving across the country in an airplane is much, much crappier than flying across in an airplane.
I know. It's all that much more time in a plane.
Well, planes look silly on the ground, too. And as much as you'd think that the suspension would be great, like, you can tell pretty easily when you're hitting the cracks in the pavement, etc. So we're talking about nothing related to Minecraft.
Yeah, let's get back to the fast food topic, because today I had Jack in the Box, and it was pretty good.
I've never had Jack in the Box because they don't have those in Michigan.
Well, they just opened up one by my house a couple months ago, and at first I was skeptical because I think, don't quote me on this could be slander or libel or whatever, but I read, or at least I heard, that people in the 80s died after eating Jack in the Box. Like,
oh, yeah?
Like some E. coli or Ebola.
Well, that's happened with every, like...
Yeah, but it was more than one case. It was like a couple cases, and like I don't remember if it's ever like directly linked. I don't know, but it damaged their reputation. They wouldn't
still be around if it was really like serious, though.
Yeah, it wasn't.
There have been other restaurants that have been chains that have even closed over similar circumstances.
Yeah,
they have a buttload of money to make stuff go away, which I doubt, because it's not a fully national chain.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. They have a lot of they have burger stuff. Their chicken sandwiches don't look that great, but I've never had one. But their burgers look good, and I had one, and they're actually big, and they surprisingly look a lot like the picture, which is really weird.
Have you ever eaten at Carl's Jr.?
Yes.
Their food looks just like the pictures.
Okay, well, there's one of those right across from Jack in the Box next to me.
When I went out to visit my brother in Utah, he took us to Carl's Jr., and it was quite astounding because the menus were full of pictures, and you ordered the food, and it looked just like it, and it tasted exactly like it looked, which was very good.
Okay, this sounds a lot like Jack in the Box then. Maybe
it could very well be similar.
No, they are similar restaurants. Jack in the Box also has tacos, like 2 for 99 cents, except they're not like what you think of when you think of tacos. They're like really, really cheap tacos. But Brock told me to get some today, and he said they're really good, and I'm like, I don't know, every time I order them, I just throw them away because they look too greasy. And that actually happened before. I just ordered them, they looked greasy, and I just threw them away. But so this time I ordered them, he said, no, just try them. And so I ordered them, and sure enough, all that's inside is like meat and lettuce and some sauce. And like the juice or grease or whatever soaked through the shell, so the shell's like entirely wet. And it was actually really
If I had a
good.
nickel.
For every time that taco was wet. But they were good. I only ate one, though. I think it wasn't grease. It was just juice from the meat
Oh,
juice.
juice. Meat juice. I'd say that's probably grease.
So, okay, enough about fast food. You started playing Star Fox.
Yeah, on my channel, Play with Peter.
Are the graphics better than I remember? What's the deal with that?
What I did was I'm playing it on Project 64 instead of on a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
So the resolution is upped by about double. I'm playing it in 640 by 480 as televisions supposedly display 720 by 480, but you basically see 320 by 240. Because I don't know if you've ever like hooked up a computer to a television with like in the 90s.
Not in the 90s.
I did that once and played. I think it was
Doom.
Descent
Descent.
on a television.
Yeah.
In 320 by 240, and it really looks no different than if you ran it in a higher resolution on a television, because television is not very high resolution.
Yeah.
And they run interlaced instead of progressive, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of reasons why it doesn't look as good as today's televisions.
Okay.
Anyhow, various emulators allow you to upscale the resolution on stuff. For instance, Project 64. There's also a Dreamcast one, which allows you to run all of them in actual widescreen 720p.
Yeah.
And it just renders out the polygons that would be out there. Obviously, any graphics,
Wow.
sprite-based, don't get expanded, but
Yeah.
I don't have that because my computer that I have right now is not good enough to actually run Dreamcast games.
Yeah.
But it runs the Nintendo 64 games pretty well. So, naturally, I had to start with Star Fox 64.
The best Star Fox game.
Yes, it's the best Star Fox game. There's no way to argue that point. It's like just stupid. If somebody tries to argue that point.
What about Star Fox Adventures?
What about you're an idiot?
No, I love that game, and it had did it come with the Rumble Pack for the Nintendo 64?
I don't know,
I
to
don't
be honest
remember.
with you. I remember I played it, and it really just, it wasn't enough for me. And then, like, there was Star Fox Assault on the GameCube, which was almost up to a quality I could accept.
Yeah.
Except for it, they didn't hire all the same voices, and I don't understand how you could possibly not do that.
Yeah.
The voices are all corny as hell, but it's hilarious. Like, we're Star Fox, but like you get attached to how stupid it is.
Yeah. And they change the voices.
And then they change it, and then like for instance, Peppy Hare with the "use the boost to get through" turned into sort of like a less peppy individual, sort of like use the boost to get through. It was
Maybe he aged.
He aged his accent away too, and replaced it with a different one.
Maybe it's like,
Like he was full on Southern, and then he turned into this, which I don't even know what this is.
use the booster to get through.
It was an old Asian stereotype.
Oh, that's not what I was trying to do.
It sounded like that's what you were trying to
No. Now everyone's going to accuse me of being racist again, which happens every time I come to Coffinshire.
It basically, yeah, I was going to say, it seems like every time you come here, everybody thinks you're a racist. It's because you find racial things about all my buildings.
This looks like Pac-Man.
Like this is, well, it's an A. It's the letter A, and you were like, it's Asian. It's like, no wonder people think you're racist. It's the letter A, and it's yellow, so it must be Asian.
That's not what I meant.
It's what you said, though.
It's not what I meant.
Yeah.
I have Asian friends.
So do I.
Really?
No. I don't have friends at all, so.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's pretty hard to have Asian friends.
iTunes, Peter ZackScott.in/iTunes.
Yes, that will redirect you to the iTunes page for me. If you were to put that in on an iPhone, it would also take you to the purchasing page for all of my songs. It's quite nice.
That sounds pretty cool.
It is if you want my music.
Oh, well, what if you don't? Like, what if
If you
want
don't, like, it's probably something stupid to visit. This sign over here also indicates that you can purchase my merchandise at petercoff.in/merch.
Oh, you forgot the I. It's like, oh, you gotta change that, Peter.
Oh, you're right. Ah, that's in the save, too.
Oh, no. People aren't gonna be able to find it. What is this? I'm Peter Coffin. Watch me often. Gosh. Peter,
Yeah,
you really use the save to your advantage.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, Spin was doing it, and he was like, dude, you got to see this. And I teleported to him. He's like, you should totally do this in your area. I was like, teleport to my area. He was like, good.
That's cool. No, man, what were you going to talk about? I don't know.
Star Fox.
Oh, yeah. So you started playing Star Fox. It's up now, episode 1. Probably episode 2's up by the time...
probably by the time this goes up, episode 2 will be up.
You're working on a Japanese restaurant / dojo.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what I'm getting?
What?
So I plan on playing more and more classic NES games over time.
Uh-huh.
And on Amazon, they have like a really cheap like NES clone controller that's a USB thing. But when it
nice.
Yeah, so when it shipped, it wasn't very good. I mean, it felt okay, but it was like obviously the cheapest thing ever. And it felt more like a rip-off. But I found a site that actually sells converters. Like you plug in a real NES controller into it and it converts it to USB.
Oh.
And so I ordered that, and because I have my NES controllers,
I have several of them still.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that works. It was like at Retro Game something. I don't even know the address right now, but if you
should totally try to get them to sponsor ZackScottGames classic gameplay.
Yeah.
And then take money from them.
Or I should have. I didn't even think of that. Maybe I could have got them for free.
Well, that's because you don't have Semitic brain.
What is that?
That's Jew mind.
That's right. That's what you are.
Yep. I don't even like money, but man, if I just like start hearing something,
yeah,
here we go, money ideas.
So
I don't even like money. I'm completely against the idea of money, and like I can churn out money making ideas. Obviously, you can't live like that, so whatever.
Yeah. I would rather live just in a world where you trade sexual favors.
I would rather just live in a world where you just get everything for free. That's what I would like.
That is the future.
Just call me crazy, but if you could just like get everything for nothing, that would be ideal.
There's actually some I wouldn't call them like daydreams or whatever, but there's like some predictions that far enough into the future it'll get more and more like that, because as things just get, like as technology evolves, like we practically have a lot of things today for relatively free that we would have like never had in the past. Yeah,
well, scarcity isn't actually a thing of our world. Like scarcity, we have an abundance of stuff. There's just we still live in a system that works upon the idea of not having an abundance of stuff, because you would live in a town that had like a store that imported a certain type of thing, and we still work off of that even though we don't live in that. Like if we really wanted to, everything is everywhere.
That's true. And so like if we were to just build robots, and the robots were really cheap to make, and then like the robots would just go get them for free.
Well, there's the thing about the robots though. We worry about the sentient robots,
I just want to befriend them and get to know them.
See, here's the thing. I don't think that robots would actually become violent against humans if they did become sentient. I think they would find it to be a waste of their own time. But you never know.
Maybe they're like programmed to be violent.
See, that could be as well.
Like sentient and violent.
Yes. Well, like the Reapers in what you're playing there.
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should have signed up to play that game. That looks like it's going to take me forever to play.
I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, so
Yeah, it's true.
so don't talk to me about playing a game forever.
I'm
like 38 videos into that, and I'm like, oh my god, because I'm not even through with the first disc of it.
Yeah.
I'm not even near. I think I've got like something like maybe 18 to 20 hours in. It's like a 60 to 70 hour game.
Maybe you could just skip all the if you do any grinding or whatever it's called. Just like
I have been skipping the grinding.
Okay.
I did one video of grinding and people were like, "Dad, do that. I just want to see videos got story in them. That's all I care about." Yeah.
Who said that? Whose voice is that?
All of my commenters. They all sound like that. Because they're cooler than me.
Man, yeah. So Mass Effect, I think, is going to have some parts like that. And I worry that the people aren't going to like it when I just like talk to people. But I think that's the main point of the game is talking to people. So I hope...
honestly, I think you're in the clear with Mass Effect because you can get people to say some pretty funny crap.
That's
and
true.
you can interrupt people. Like I've literally spent like a very long time on an endless interrupting loop where like see I didn't play the full game. Like I just one day sat down and like picked up one of my brother's save files and just sort of talked to people and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there basically talking to people, and you can skip their dialogue, and I would just keep skipping it and leaving the conversation so that in the middle of what they would say, I would be like, "I'm leaving."
I'm out of here. This is dumb.
I would initiate conversation with them. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna start talking to you." I'm like, "No."
Nope. Sorry, dude. I am out.
I'm over you.
All right. Well, I think what we can take away from this video is that one, you were hard at work on Coffinshire still, and
yeah,
and
well,
two,
I probably will be for quite a while.
Yes. Yeah. And two, we're both playing some new games.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So,
and also, Grease in tacos and Carl's Jr. and I'm just literally saying buzzwords
McDonald's.
because I'm not really
Jack
McDonald's, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah.
Biscuit could be bigger.
Could be, but you can always order multiples.
Yeah, you could. In our summary, we've abandoned grammar. It was mainly just buzzwords.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, Peter Coffin. Watch him often.
Yeah, do that. It's Zack Scott. Subscribe if you have pot.
No, what? No, have not. Have
not.
Have not got.
Subscribe if you're a robot.
Subscribe if you like.
Subscribe if a decent got.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Everyone wants to join us now on the Skype call, but it's too late because I'm gonna go.
Late.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Do you have anything clever to say? Yeah. You have click the like. You tell them to like.
I tell people to click the like button in annotations, so it's not very clever. If I have anything.
You do like the game over thing. You have to like.
Oh yeah, I used to do that. I don't really say it anymore because I don't think people even make it to the end of my videos.
That was so clever though. It's like, oh my god, the game just shut down.
I still have the screen there. I think the screen it works well, but if I sit there and say, if you want to continue, click like instead of pressing start, I don't know how great it works. The screen, I think, subliminally makes them do it, though.
I hope so.
I don't know. It seems like a fair amount of people actually do click like. So.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
You said that 3 times now, so do it.
I'm gonna hit the F9 button to stop recording right now.